It's like we need to revise the whole thing. That is so not accurate. Does anybody have the phone number to this Arjun guy?
I do.
Yeah.
With the whole shoe. It's because of these pieces. What do you mean? You can't be surprised. You've got tread. Oh, well, actually, no.
I do not appreciate the workplace aggression when we are just trying
I
to
don't
improve
trust
the office atmosphere.
you bringing in fake plants into my personal office.
Yeah.
I've broken the whole thing. No. Oh.
So I heard we had a tense relationship. Dynamic, I'm sorry.
Who are you?
Elena.
Let me double check.
Yeah, but you're not even on my radar.
You're not an importance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shame. Oh, some great. You're really good at this.
Just like the octopus.
I've had enough of Elena. She brought a camera into the workspace, so let's just pretend. Okay. Elena can't hear us apparently, or maybe the camera can't hear us. I can't tell.
I need you to complete this page.
This is possible lines. And then
Do you have a pen? I'm gonna get a pen instead.
I don't have.
Elena is yawning. She's bored. How come? Well, how's your relations here in the office right now?
Well, my relations, I have a very complex dynamic with, what's his name? Maxwell.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that he doesn't do much.
Yeah. Me neither.
I mean,
I think most of my employees at this moment are quite useless. They are quite useless.
they are, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is this helping them?
Hey, look, Margie, that's my friend.
Okay.
Okay, tell me.
So in your performance, Consensus Architect Inc., where we are now, you invite participants to join the installation in a LARP performance. What makes this the effective method to dismantle the topic of propaganda as a service? As a serious question to start with.
That is quite a serious question. I mean, I don't know if it's effective. I think it's not the first time I do something like this. It's the first time I do it in this particular format. I think it's something very, let's say, compelling in understanding the banality of office politics, something like this. The banality of the simplicity of making the production of fake news, for lack of a word. Like click around, do this, do that, and voila, you have the piece and the words. So, and I think there is some potential in the reenactment of that, of having to embody one of these, like one of the participants in such operations, where it might unlock something that you hadn't thought about before. Should you need, like, if you need to embody like a representative of the Trump campaign looking for propaganda services, if you do that truthfully, what does that actually, like, what does that do to you? Or if you have to sit in front of a computer and being the producer of, say, the propaganda, and then the tools are in your hands, right? Like, what happens then? And I think if one thinks of the landscape like art that tries to do something as opposed to art that is just, like, I mean, I would say, this is your job. This is our possible clients, our services. What services do we offer? I will start. Look. What else can we do?
Brainwashing.
Brainwashing. Such a good idea. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that
That's
killed
a
me.
brainwashing.
Yeah.
That's like life. Where's your dog? It's all there.
Plants.
You hate nature?
Is this
Yeah.
is this an office or a graveyard? What kind of
Okay, I have
code
another
word
idea.
actions?
Across all the different types of strategies one can do in order to engage public, I think it's quite a compelling one because it has a it has a potential for something, and it's quite speculative in the unknowingness. So it's really up to the collaboration across all the different participants to find like a narrative that makes sense, to make sense of all of this.
I will not be called crazy either.
No one has called you that except
Not
yourself.
using words.
I didn't say
Or
anything.
using gestures.
I didn't say anything.
Not quite a few times. I've never had someone make eye contact with me when they did it either.
Like Samantha has not been delivering requesting a 5% salary increase, leaving before 4 o'clock.
3 kids,
Work
all
from
gonna go
home.
starving because of you.
They just finished school. You gotta go pick them up from school.
There's no severance.
I'm going to cry. I'm gonna go cry right now.
That's okay.
No, but the thing
Given
about
that
the
you are
driver-
new at the company, you need to elevate your lifestyle.
Yeah, but I don't agree with the drive. I really like to drive, so I would
Yeah.
rather take.
What specific aspects of the roleplay experience made you more aware of your own vulnerability to online propaganda?
Maybe it's a bit too soon to tell
Mhm.
because it's just started essentially. But I think I'm very often reminded of my vulnerability to propaganda and fake news because if you're not on guard 24/7 in your content consumption, you're gonna get tricked. You get tricked all the time. From especially in this the media landscape of 2024, which is like random people on TikTok telling you random things, and then you happen to sometimes believe them, and you'll be like, wait a minute, that makes no sense. So essentially, you can, like it's what Fox Mulder says, right? Trust no one, which I think is really solid advice in this day and age.
Your work explores how online propaganda and generative AI are used to manipulate public opinion. What kind of contradictions and ethical dilemmas are participants uncovering?
That's also a really good question. I mean, I think I'm not so sure there is any like that's particular in that particular way. I think it's more a function of understanding that if we remember like back in like 8 years ago, Cambridge Analytica scandal, whatever, like when they claim they have psychometric profiles in like all the US voters, so they can like target them specifically with some dark ads and stuff, is to understand that there is no like magic sauce, like there is like the technology is available to anybody who just wants to use it, it's just right there. So it's more the question, does the technology have like an inherent bias or not? Is it like tuned to do like good or tuned to do evil? And is that like that dichotomy really just evil in itself, to separate the world into black and white camps? So I think it's not so much about like confronting yourself with those type of situations, more so understanding the banality that you just have access to all these different tools. Maybe there is some like one of the characters, there will be some clashes in this LARP continues, because this is at very early days still. There are some characters where you have to embody like someone working for the Trump campaign versus someone working for the Kamala Harris campaign versus someone working for some other campaign. Maybe then it's a bit confronting in how it clashes with your own political views. I think it's useful to I had a conversation earlier with the Yes Man, Mike, and then like to really try and understand like the mindset of a young man in the US who is completely convinced Trump supporter, like how you can enter that space. And we were both struggling a lot in like properly understanding what's going on. And maybe if you have to embody it proper, to really feel all these feelings that they are feeling, like the disenfranchisement, disenfranchising, the like alienation, like the zero support, like the messed up state of the world, like in the way of like fully embodying it, maybe then the understanding can be increased. I'm doubtful, to be honest, because it's very like it's very hard already to change a single person's mind just based on, you know, you have to be like essentially expert manipulator or promote an experience that is so shocking to you that it makes you reevaluate a lot of things in your life. I think it's a very tall order to influence and change someone properly. But maybe it's possible.